September 12, 1958, 11:47 p.m. Big Sam's hand was shaking as he wrapped his fingers around the pistol grip. $50,000. That was the price the 5 families put on Bumpy Johnson's head. And Sam, Bumpy's bodyguard for 5 years, the man Bumpy called brother, had taken the contract. The plan was simple. Walk in to Lennox's lounge, wait until Bumpy was distracted, one shot to the back of the head, disappear into the night. Sam walked in. Bumpy was at his table, back turned, vulnerable. Sam drew his weapon. Aimed, pulled the trigger. Click. Nothing. The room went silent. Bumpy turned around slowly, looked Sam dead in the eyes, and said 5 words that would become legend. "I've been counting on you." What nobody knew, what history books won't tell you, is that Bumpy Johnson had known about the hit for 3 weeks. And what he did in those 3 weeks didn't just save his life, it changed the rules of power in Harlem forever. To understand what happened that night at Lennox Lounge, you need to understand who Bumpy Johnson was in 1958. He wasn't just another gangster. He was Harlem's protector, the man who stood between his community and the wolves that wanted to devour it. By the late 50s, Harlem was under siege. The Italian mob, specifically the 5 families, have been trying to take over the neighborhood's numbers racket for years. Numbers was big money. Poor folks betting nickels and dimes that added up to millions, and the Italians wanted every penny. But there was a problem.
His name was Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy had built something the Italians couldn't understand. He didn't rule through fear alone. He ruled through respect. When Harlem families couldn't pay rent, Bumpy paid it. When the police harassed black businesses, Bumpy made phone calls that made the harassment stop. When Italian mobsters tried to muscle in on local operations, Bumpy pushed back hard. The 5 families had tried everything. They'd sent in forces. Bumpy sent them back in ambulances. They tried
negotiating. Bumpy told them Harlem wasn't for sale. They tried bribing politicians. Bumpy had better connections. By 1958, the families were desperate, and desperate men make dangerous decisions. Frank Costello, the most powerful mob boss in New York, called a meeting. All 5 families sent representatives. The topic, the Bumpy Johnson problem. "We've tried force, we've tried money, we've tried politics," Costello said, his voice cold and flat. "None of it works. This man is
untouchable. So what do you suggest?" asked Carlo Gambino, lighting a cigar. Costello leaned forward. "We make him touchable. We find the one person he trusts completely and we turn them." That's when someone mentioned Big Sam. Samuel, or Big Sam Foster, had been with Bumpy since 1953. 6'4", 260 pounds of muscle and loyalty. He'd taken bullets for Bumpy twice. He'd been there when Bumpy's mother died. He'd been at Bumpy's side through wars with Dutch Schultz's old crew, through police,
raids, through everything. If anyone could get close enough to kill Bumpy Johnson, it was Big Sam. The family sent Tony the collector to make the approach. Tony was a specialist. He didn't break legs or crack skulls. He found weaknesses, and every man had a weakness. August 20th, 1958. 3 weeks before the shooting, Big Sam was leaving his apartment on 132nd Street when a black Cadillac pulled up. The window rolled down. Tony Maroney sat in the back seat, smiling like an insurance salesman. "Sam, right? Big Sam? I heard a lot about you." Sam's hand moved toward his waistband where he kept a .45. "Who's asking? A friend? Someone who wants to make you a very wealthy man." Tony gestured to the empty seat. "5 minutes. Hear me out. If you don't like what I say, you walk away. No hard feelings." Sam should have walked away right then, but curiosity is a dangerous thing. He got in the car. Tony didn't waste time. "You're a smart man, Sam. You know how this works. You're loyal to Bumpy, and that's admirable. But loyalty doesn't
Pay for your daughter's medical bills. Sam's jaw tightened. His youngest daughter, Keisha, had been sick with tuberculosis for 6 months. The treatments were expensive. The hospital bills were piling up. Sam had asked Bumpy for help, and Bumpy had given him $2,000, but it wasn't enough. It was never enough. Tony opened a briefcase. Inside were neat stacks of $100 bills. $50,000, that's what we're offering. Enough to pay every medical bill. Enough to move your family somewhere safe.
Somewhere clean, where your daughter can breathe. For what? Sam asked, though he already knew the answer. One bullet, one moment. You walk into Lennox Lounge on September 12th. Bumpy will be there, like he always is on Friday nights. You wait until he's distracted. One shot to the back of the head. Quick, clean, then you disappear. We have a car waiting. New identities for your whole family. By morning, you'll be in Miami. By next week, you'll be someone else entirely. Sam stared at the money. $50,000. His daughter's life, his family's future, all for one trigger pull. And if I say no? Sam asked quietly. Tony's smile faded. Then your daughter dies slowly in that charity ward hospital. Then you keep working for Bumpy, watching your back every day, knowing that one day a bullet with your name on it is coming. Because that's how this life ends, Sam. You know it, I know it. The only question is whether you die poor or rich. Sam got out of the car without saying a word, but the briefcase stayed with him. Tony had left it on the seat, the stacks of money visible, tempting. That night, Sam couldn't sleep. He kept seeing his daughter's face, her labored breathing, the way she tried to smile through the pain. He kept seeing that briefcase full of money, enough money to save her, enough money to give his family a real life. 3 days later, Sam made his decision. He called the number Tony had left him. "I'm in," Sam said, "but I want the money up front. Half now, half after."